Yes, people, how's it going? Welcome back to Lilywhite Lane. Hope you're doing good, hope you're keeping safe and well, and hope you're having a fantastic and a smashing weekend. Massive game day today, huge game for the boys, as Tottenham Hotspur do travel away to Liverpool, in Liverpool, for a massive game in our top four race and Liverpool's title charge this season. Absolutely huge game today. And in the words of Tom Skinner, I don't get nervous, but I'm starting to get a little bit shaky, like, you know what I mean? A little bit, wee. Honestly, I am, quoting Danny Dyer here, I am shitting myself for today's game. I really am. It's a real nerve-wracking game. It's massive for Spurs. It's massive for our top four race. It's huge for Liverpool. It's do or die for their title race. If they lose today and Man City pick up all 3 points tomorrow, I reckon Bob's your uncle and that's the title race done. So look, huge game for both teams today. Obviously, the bookies and the odds do go against Spurs, but I really wouldn't rule us out getting something today. Now, look, there's no denying how good Liverpool are, how tough an opposition this is. Now, you look at them this season, what a squad, what a team, what a manager, what an ownership, what a ground. Everything about them is just so good. And their style of playing, their squad, they just have that togetherness, don't they? It's a real good team, a real good squad that works so well together. You've got star players in there such as Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane, Robertson, Trent, Van Dijk, Thiago. The list goes on and on and on. And away from Kane and Son, I doubt the likes of Dyer are going to be able to match the likes of Luis Diaz or Sadio Mane or Diogo Jota, or Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, as good as he can be, is going to be able to match Thiago and Fabinho and, Origi if he's attacking in that second half, So the odds would go in favour of Liverpool. Like I say, they're like a train. When they do play, they just go at you and don't stop until they pick up all 3 points or score. It's near not impossible to stop Liverpool scoring. I don't think they've had a game this season where they haven't actually scored. And look, they've only had like a couple of 1-0s, and apart from that, they seem to score 2 or 3 every single game. So a very tough opposition, but we can break them down. I can see a way where Spurs get goals in this game, potentially not winning it. I doubt we win it. I very highly doubt we win it, but I wouldn't rule us out getting something or posing a real threat and a real challenge to Liverpool with the likes of Kane and Son. Carragher said it the other week. He goes, this is Liverpool's biggest game in the title race. It's the one where they really could lose, because what Liverpool do is they execute the offside trap to perfection. They play a very high line. You've got the midfield, the defence, and the attack pressing in the opposition half. And whenever a team tries to break through, they're like, okay, we can't play out from the back. They just keep intercepting our passes. We'll try and play the long ball. It doesn't work. Every time an opposition plays the long ball against Liverpool, because their defence is so high, like I say, they play the offside trap, and it's so hard to break them down. But every single team that plays them does get that chance where maybe Robertson shows a little bit of complacency. Maybe Trent just about plays someone onside. And most teams do get a good chance against Liverpool. It's just Alisson who normally saves them. But look, the last couple of weeks, they haven't looked brilliant. Newcastle, it wasn't their best performance. Villarreal, it wasn't their best performance. I really do think we could get something in this game if we step up. If Kane doesn't step up, no way do we get something. But to beat Liverpool, you need someone who can play a killer pass from midfield and someone who times his runs to perfection and is clinical. We've got the best 2 players in the league for that. So like I say, wouldn't rule us out getting something because of those 2 players. Now, I know people constantly go on about Kane and Son, and it bores me because it's like there are other players for Spurs, Kulusevski, Romero, who don't get that praise, who've actually probably stepped up more than those 2 in the last few weeks. But this game really is about these 2. This game really is about Harry Kane dropping deep and playing long balls to Heung-min Son. Now, it's similar to the City game, but a lot more tough in my opinion, because City works a treat. You sit back against them, they play the ball around, they're happy to play it around, they get a few chances, you need to step up. Liverpool are not happy to play the ball around. It's chance. 3 or 4 passes, shoot. 3 or 4 passes, shoot. 5 passes, shoot. It's not, okay, we'll pass, we'll wait for an opening. They don't wait, they just shoot from outside the box, and they've got the quality to just bang one in and change the whole dynamic of the game. So look, it's a very scary game in all honesty. I'm not really looking forward to it, but it's a massive game for us. You've got to put it into context for them, but for us as well. 4 more games remaining. We play Arsenal on Thursday, the biggest North London derby in years. But they might be 5 points clear of us. If we don't get something today, if we get a draw, that's good enough for me. Because they've got Leeds tomorrow. That'll put a little bit of pressure on them. Then, we'll be 1 point off them. But look, it's such a big game. And if we don't pick up all 3 points today, we're relying on them to drop points in a game where they probably won't. And by the derby, even if we win that, it's like, okay, we have to win the last 2 games. If we don't get anything from today's game, as tough as it is, the pressure will really, really mount on those players, and it will start to sink in how big it is. And we know what happens when the pressure starts sinking in when it comes to this club. We bottle it, we throw it away. We can't let that happen. We need to get something today. We need to be clinical. We need Kane on form. We need to fight today. We need to go out and we need to press. As Kane said in the documentary, press, chances, skulls. Come on, boys. We need something today. It's a massive, massive game. Need to double up on the likes of Salah, Mane, Diaz, Jota, Origi, whichever way Liverpool set out their team. They've got so much flexibility with their team, but I think we can beat them with pace today. I think Kulusevski, he stepped up against Leicester. Would he really excel in this game, though? I think Bergwijn really would. I think you need someone who's got a pace to counter-attack them, pace to, use that offside trap and be able to outpace the likes of Joel Matip and Van Dijk. Because as good as they are, if they play the offside trap, we play a long ball to a Sonny, a Bergwijn and Mora, they're completely away. There's no way Joel Matip or Van Dijk's catching them. So look, massive, massive game today. I play the same lineup as Leicester, except taking out Mora for Bergwijn. I doubt that's going to happen, though. So I think Kulusevski works better as a super sub as well. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. Massive, massive game. Needs of 3 points. Thank you guys for watching this match preview. Take care of yourselves. All the best. God bless. And as always, up the Spurs. Come on, you Spurs. Enoch out. In Conte we trust. Come on, boys.